Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa, marketing leader at Dina, and you're listening to The Beauty Curtain. This is the podcast that draws back the curtain on the beauty and personal care industry. And today we're back with Lauren Brown, here to spill the tea on all things Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Welcome back.
Hi guys, it's nice to be back. Thank you for having me.
So everyone's been talking Gen Z at the moment. They're a huge topic and they're really influential at the moment. How do they differ from the generations before them?
Gen Z, so those guys are currently between the ages of 13 and 26 years old. The generation before the millennials, and the millennials use beauty as a means of external validation, whereas Generation Z are seen using beauty as a means of self-expression and self-care. So it is quite different.
So what are some of the ways that Gen Z are kind of showing their self-expression?
So one brand using beauty as a means of self-expression is Half Magic Beauty. So this brand was created by Euphoria's makeup artist with A24, and they're absolutely brilliant. They use eye-catching neon colours and they use colloquial language to communicate with their buyers as well. So they're just one great example of using self-expression and beauty.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see on the aesthetic side how different the generations are. I mean, millennials are typically, that monochromatic, they're all white kind of aesthetic compared to Gen Z that we're seeing bright colors and, sticking stars on their face and everything, which is really cool. So what are some other ways that brands are kind of speaking their language?
Generation Z are really interested in playful beauty, which gives them more of an experience than just, the average boring beauty product or whatever. And Florence by Millers are a great brand doing exactly that. So they're very innovative. This product here is actually little cute whale-shaped patches that you apply underneath your eyes, effectively swimming underneath your eyes, and they help to revitalize your skin. So they really take playful beauty and innovation to the next level, showing beauty can be fun as well as functional.
So why is this so important to them? Why are they looking for playful beauty?
So Generation Zers, they're not seeking that external validation, so they're just looking to have more playful experiences with beauty.
So that's really interesting that they're now kind of embracing playful beauty, maybe more sensorial beauty as well. Are there any ingredient suppliers that are meeting these demands?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned the word sensorial because we do have a few ingredients in the portfolio that are great for enhancing sensory and aesthetics of formulations even. So just one example of a supplier doing that is Minosolve. So they have a great product from microfibrillated cellulose called Asensophil MFC, and it delivers a very rich texture to the formulation and a velvety touch as well. So it's a lovely powder that also enhances the whiteness of emulsions, which is amazing, and improves colour intensity of colour formulations. So you're really getting that enhanced sensory and aesthetics.
That's great to hear that they're really meeting that demand. And I mean, to enhance the brilliance of a cosmetic, that definitely leans into the trend. Also, we've been seeing a boom, especially on TikTok, with Gen Zers embracing dupe culture. I guess firstly, can you tell me a little bit about the rise of the dupe?
Yes, so this is in response to, the cost of living crisis, no longer being able to necessarily afford their favourite prestige beauty product. And so there's been a rise in Gen Zers actually shamelessly posting illegal fakes that they've bought online. Not just illegal, but also alternatives as well. So, for example, e.l.f. Cosmetics have released a liquid glow filter foundation that's half the price of a Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Complexion Booster. And it essentially is a mimic of that product. So there's brands out there that are, say, for example, offering a better, if not similar product to another one, but for less money, which is great. But yes, there is also a platform similar to Amazon that you can find online now called DHgate. And that is a platform where you can connect consumers direct with Chinese suppliers and buy brands or knockoff brands even at much more affordable prices. And so Gen Zers are taken to the internet, finding these brands and posting about what they've found.
It seems like there are two sides to this. So Gen Zers are buying from, as you said, DHgate, and I'm guessing these are the illegal fakes. And then on the other side, they're trading down and buying kind of more affordable products on the market that, you know, are similar to more prestige beauty items. It's interesting that even though Gen Zs aren't looking for external validation and they're said to be more of an authentic generation, so why are they buying these fakes?
So just like with any demographic, not everybody is the same within that demographic. And although we're seeing Generation Z value authenticity, corporate social responsibility, and, you know, brands that actually do more for charities and things like that, you do get the other side that really don't care at all, and they're more interested in buying, you know, a Gucci knockoff fake and just simply saving themselves money while looking for validation. So yeah, you can't speak out for the whole of the generation in certain aspects, but you are getting those different sides.
I think that's really important that you mentioned that, and something that brands should definitely be aware of, that, you know, these are generalizations and, you know, they're trends among the demographic, but it's not necessarily every single Gen Zer, you know, wants to wear green eyeshadow, for example.
Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah, so looking at the next generation, Gen Alpha are turning 13. So what is unique about this generation?
So Generation Alpha are digitally native. They have truly grown up immersed in the technological world. So you've even got vlog queens from the age of 10 years old, which is absolutely outstanding. And brands will need to look to make retail experiences more immersive and experiential than ever before.
Do you think this this shift to being digitally native, do you think this comes out of the pandemic?
No, I'd say we've been evolving into more of a technologically advanced society for absolutely years now. It might have been driven by some aspects of the pandemic. For example, a lot of meetings went online in the corporate world. We really did have to advance those online meeting platforms and also ways to connect online as well since the pandemic. And that's worked really well and advanced us in areas like the metaverse as well.
Yeah, because we're definitely seeing more advancements in metaverse products coming out and different experiences. Who are the industry leaders in this space?
So the Clinique Lab have launched a real immersive experience in the store, which is absolutely fantastic. So they've launched 6 unique environments based on product storytelling and gamification, where users can actually come in with their custom avatars and explore those environments.
Yes, so the Clinique Lab, I agree, is very cool. I would highly recommend everyone to go and have a look, go around the lab. It is a very weird and wonderful experience. Specifically in the beauty space, what are we seeing from this generation?
We are seeing them purchasing beauty and skincare products younger than ever. So over 60% of under 18s actually have a skincare regimen and are purchasing colour cosmetic products as well. There's also a growing distrust of the traditional influencer. So we're seeing them turn to platforms such as Ask Mirror, which is a platform designed to connect communities of like-minded peers. Actually, it does a great thing where it collates reviews from products from all corners of the internet into one place as well. So you're not just having to search for reviews on separate websites, you can now see them all in one place and get a much better rounded picture of what you're buying before you're buying it.
That's interesting about the distrust of the influencer, and that consumers are leading more to expert influencers. So it's interesting to see that among the younger generation and a different demographic. But how do you expect Gen Alpha to evolve moving forward?
Generation Alpha could potentially follow in the footsteps of their elders, or they could take on a whole fresh set of values of their own. An example might be favouring heritage brands with classic aesthetics.
That would be amazing if they revert back to kind of what the millennials have been doing. So to round up this episode, what are some of your key takeaways from both of these demographics?
Definitely speak out to Generation Z's playful beauty requirements. They're looking for that sensory, those aesthetics, eye-catching colours, and as mentioned, products that have a focus on self-care and self-expression as well. And just be mindful of how Generation Alpha will impact consumer buy-in in years to come, and look to make retail experiences more experiential and immersive.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much again, Lauren, for joining us. And I'm sure everyone will agree that especially these 2 episodes have been super insightful and there's a lot to take away. Also, thank you to Harrison for producing this episode. Of course, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, check out our Instagram, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next episode.